All right. Uh, um, right, I should probably get rid of that. Oh, I gotta mute that. I gotta mute that. Oh, it's nothing. Um, I was hearing myself talking, and I was like, "Oh God, who is that?" And I realized I didn't mute the stream on my desktop. I have it on my desktop because like I'm watching chat. We got 3 viewers. It's probably 2 viewers, and it counts yourself as a viewer, but okay, chat, I'm gonna ask you, can you just hear me or is there someone else? Because I see on OBS my mic audio is being picked up, but I don't see anything else. Yeah, I'm doing this correct. Okay, so I'm joined by, is it okay if I use your real name? I don't know if you want, like, okay. I'm joined, sorry, what? You need an invite, right? Oh, yeah, maybe. Um, I'm joined by Joey. He's chilling. Uh, he's not in the world yet because he hasn't loaded in. Oh, yeah, I'm in the world. You just hear me. Okay. So I don't know what's with Discord audio not vibing. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what's with Discord's audio. Mm. I'll figure that out at some point. So if you come around to the back of the Megacube, you'll see that I've made a little bit of progress. By the way, we did all of that off camera. I made a little bit of progress. You're in survival. All right, so did a little bit of mining off screen. Yeah, it's probably something with OBS. I'll figure it out at some other date and time. I haven't experimented with it enough. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after that we have 4, and then after that we have 8. So that means we have 12 more to do after this layer. You know what the you know what's good about that? That's lots of content. Yes. Yes. I binged the comic is really good, but I binged my sisters kept getting on me for not watching it. They were like, "Oh, watch Umbrella Academy, watch Umbrella Academy. It's a good show, watch it." And I was like, fine. Um, so I watched it over 2 days. I finished both seasons, and it was pretty good. Yeah. Gerard Way. He he was in a band. Don't say he is. You will make people angry by saying that. Not oh right, right. Gerard Way was in a band though. As someone who's listened to My Chemical Romance, yeah, they're pretty good. In my opinion, yes. Mm. Man, I'm so sorry for the stream because this is like such a one-sided conversation they're hearing. Yeah. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's OBS. Th- That's how Xbox is, but it's yeah, OBS is supposed to be recording desktop audio, but I think it's probably like I'm not using my desktop for audio. I'm using my headset for audio, so it's judging that as the audio input. It's a whole big system that I've yet to really get a grasp on. It's been so long since I've worked on this. I've lost my touch. Yeah. Okay, I want you to look up a song really quick. It's called Silver Linings. It's by Ace of Hearts, or really any of their songs. Um, it's a very new band, but a few months ago, maybe like half a year ago or something, the lead singer could not sing. He was like tone deaf, kind of couldn't sing. He couldn't sing at all. And now he's, the lead singer in a band, and he's not half bad. Yeah, it's all pretty good music in my opinion. Might not be your style, but still, he's got some nice vocals. Yeah, but like he went from nothing to that, right? Like ground zero, never had any singing, never did anything, and now and he was like a big streamer and all that before. He was a Smash Bros guy, so like he would he would be invited to tournaments and stuff. He was good, but mostly he would be just like hosting the tournaments. He was good, but not that good. Anyway, um, I I like building the Megacube on stream, especially when I'm with people because I don't know, this is a newer interest of mine, but I would love to have a podcast. Just like me and a few friends or something. That's basically what Megacube Construction is. It's basically just a podcast. Because what are we doing aside from building? We're literally just having a conversation. And right now, it's a one-sided conversation because chat cannot hear you. I can't stress this enough. Chat cannot hear you. But it's still pretty nice, you know? Yeah. The thing the thing about podcasts is you've always got an audience somewhere. This layer doesn't need to be here. If you look at the grand structure, because there's the bottom cube and then there's the middle cube, which is this layer. And then there's just going to be a top cube on top of it. It's okay. Uh, I made a mistake here. I added an extra wall where there didn't need to be one. Yeah. I was thinking to myself rather, something that doesn't look right. Turns out, extra wall. No, up there is good because, that's the top cube. Once you get, like, the vision in your head, it's easier to see, I think. But, like, yeah, nah, that's nice. Mm, yes. Yeah. All right. I have this group of small friends and or this small group of friends rather. Um and we were actually talking about like starting a stream or a podcast or probably a stream, but it would literally just be us talking and um the thing is our conversations in that group in that yeah, in that group they're so varied. It's interesting to listen to from an outside perspective because like we'll be talking about haha funny 1 second, then the state of the United States and why we need to reform education the next second. It's so weird. And then we'll go back to talking about like I don't know Daft Punk. It really is. Good, good, very good. Okay, I I was I was reading this tweet before. Um, it was saying how if high school was a movie, high schoolers would not be allowed to watch it. Cause like think about it. First of all, there's no way it wouldn't be rated R. There's no way. Which means maybe 1/16th out of a school would be able to watch it. If you say that like a quarter of a school's seniors are Listen, more than a quarter of my school's seniors are dumb, including me. Okay, I'm not very book smart, but like I'm I'm clever. You know, there's a difference between being smart and clever. So like I would describe a fox as being sly or clever. I would describe I don't know a nerd as being smart, but that's besides the point. I made I made it myself. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah. What are you talking about? It doesn't have Childish Gambino in it. Now Donald Glover, on the other hand. I'm gonna say I think Childish Gambino is uh is Donald Glover's brother. We've we've never seen them in the same room together. Brothers often hate each other. Yeah, obviously. Hey step bro, what's up? Oh god. Now I'm just imagining Dwayne the Rock Johnson saying, "Hey step bro, what's up?" Even though that's "Hey step bro." Yeah. I can't do a good impression for the life of me. I haven't. No. Mm. Yeah, that's how wrestling should be in my opinion. It shouldn't be for kids. Mm. Okay, but can you imagine uh can you imagine like the NBA? Wait, no, not the NBA. I don't know what I'm thinking. The MLB. Um Someone's just like screaming at the ref like, "What the fuck? What are you thinking? There's no way that goddamn play was not fair." Like, think about it, right? But does it have an R rating? No, because it's sport. Mm. And that's whack. Yeah. Yeah. Have you now I'm just thinking about the video of I forgot what I was gonna say because now I'm thinking about the video of John Cena opening like a Christmas present and then uh it turns out it's a chair and looks at the crowd with this huge grin. Oh man, now I'm just thinking there's this thing in Animal Crossing. This I think it was in other 3DS games, but the game I played with it in was Animal Crossing. It was called Street Pass, and basically you could like uh you could see other people's houses and you could visit them or I might be thinking the wrong thing, but now I'm just imagining like Animal Crossing villagers fighting. And the more I talk about it, the more I realize that's just Smash Bros. But, you know, Street Fight. My God, there's a whole game series called Street Fighter. Wow, I'm kind of dumb. Yeah. Okay. You know what, in my opinion, is an underrated game? It was oh, what was it? It was like Mortal Kombat meets DC Comics. Yeah, but I don't hear people talking about it, and if I hear people talking about it, it's all bad things. Like I didn't think it was bad. Hmm. I mean, I understand why they're both like big bads, but like uh, from a from a story standpoint, no. From a technical standpoint, yeah. Yeah. I haven't played Injustice. Hmm. I mean, it's 11:36, so Alright, you have until midnight to tell me the entirety of Injustice. Well, that's not good. How does one bring about world peace exactly? Both sides of every war. That's crazy. you just killed a kid. That's not okay. And then Wonder Woman's like, oh my god, yes. Not off the top of my head. Yeah. Yes. He's literally just a dude. Um, that reminds me of a thing from Whack Fu. It's called the White Dimension, and very creative name. It's because there's literally nothing but the color white in the dimension. That's the whole dimension. There's nothing else, not even time. So, this guy was trapped there. It was like his punishment for starting a war that would end up committing like mass genocide and against his own people, mind you. And he was left there without his left arm, powerless, couldn't do anything, couldn't escape. There was no one else there except for him. And since time didn't even exist, he was sitting there with like. So time doesn't exist in the dimension. However, he is a being from a dimension in time. Therefore, he experiences time. So like in his head he could count 1, 2, 3, but no time would pass during that. You know? You understand? It's kind of a weird way of describing it, but that's the best way I could think of. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Mm. Yo, we are halfway there. Oh. By the way, that's not my actual singing voice. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but like, actually, I haven't sang like actually sang in a long time. Not since like it's been how many years? Uh, it's been 5 years almost. Yeah, since I actually like I did chorus. I was in a choir, so uh yeah, I did choir and we I actually had a solo in my 6th grade chorus concert, which is pretty cool. Oh my God. Have you seen Professional Tag? It's so crazy. So basically they set up like it looks like if you dismantled a if you dismantled a jungle gym, but it's like 30 feet by 30 feet and it's just like a square with a bunch of different like it's got ramps in it and it's got beams in it and it's got all sorts of stuff and one person has to I'm pretty sure it's either one person has to last a certain amount of time or one person has to last as long as they can and the other person has to tag them in either as quick a time as possible or faster than the other person's time. Does that make sense? Okay, just want to make sure that I'm not like speaking nonsensical, whatever. But it's so cool to see because they're like they're running around. They're speeding around this whole like he on X Games mode kind of like it's I I could never. I don't know. Professional tag. Imagine going on a date. It's your first date. You really like this girl or guy or whoever, and they're like, "Okay, so what do you do for work?" "Oh, I play professional tag." I haven't. I saw the trailer though. Yeah. Mm. I I've been looking at the indie scene recently. Um not 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 like indie as in Indiana Jones, but like uh um there's this one movie that came out last year that I'm thinking about watching. I'll probably watch it sometime this week, but it's called Lady Bird. And from what I heard, it's basically just a girl in her senior year. And it's just like a slice out of this girl's life as well as a coming of age story. It's it's really cool. I haven't. I've been okay, okay. I'm going to explain to you my excuse on why I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. My okay, I told my friends I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. I told this one group, there's like four of us in this group. I have not seen Pulp Fiction. Another person in that group said I have not seen Pulp Fiction. The a third person in the group said I have not seen Pulp Fiction. The fourth person was like, how? So my friends and I were like, all right, next time we meet up, we're watching Pulp Fiction. This is happening. There's no getting out of it. Guess what? Next time we got together, guess who didn't watch Pulp Fiction? W- My friend has it downloaded on his computer, on his laptop. We have not seen it yet. Is it is it one of those you don't get another first experience kind of movies? Cause, mm, 'Cause like Ratatouille, for example, every time you watch it is like the first time, but like oh yeah. You can watch it and appreciate it, but it's never going to compare. Yeah. like when I watched Lego Ninjago season 2 finale for the first time, I was stunned. At that point, I had been like keeping up with the show, watching episodes weekly. Oh my god, this is amazing. Garmadon is fusing with the Overlord, the absolute epitome of darkness. And my god, what's going on? This is amazing. And then like he turns into spoiler alert. Sorry, Ninjago season 2 has been out for how many years? I think we're coming up on like 8 now. But um I was like, "My god, this is amazing. He's a dragon now and he has to fight his own father. This is so cool." And now rewatching it, I'm like, yes, I'm rewatching Ninjago 8 years as a as a teenager. I am rewatching Ninjago. Mm. That's that's why it's hard for me to just like watch something that made me feel that extreme, just like in general. 'Cause like I was amazed. I I'm speechless for how I first felt when I finished Ninjago season 2. I was like, that is such a great way to end the show. That's gonna be the end of the show. That's the finale. Garmadon was the main antagonist. They defeated the evil in him, and Lloyd, awakening the strongest power ever, defeated both his father's demons and gained the title of Spinjitzu Master. Golden Spinjitzu Master, obtaining power much like the first Spinjitzu Master who, may I remind you, created the world. So that's where we're gonna end it off. Lloyd has just basically, but then he's like, it's too much power. Gotta give it to the boys. And he gives it to the boys. Yeah, because it's like the powers of fire and earth and all that combined into one, and then he uses it against the Overlord. Or, yeah, he uses it against the Overlord, but the Overlord in season 3 found a way to, like, harness golden energy and reroute it into, like, power, like an actual, like, electrical source. I don't know what kind of AV cable he bought, but I don't know, it's pretty good. Anyway, um, yeah, he had to give up his powers, and I was like, man, I I I was rewatching Ninjago, and I skipped season 3. I'm not gonna lie about it. I skipped season 3. Yeah, I did not like it. I do not like season 3. I think it's I think it is the weakest season. So, what happens? Um, the only good thing to come out of season 3 is evil Sensei Wu. So, like, what happens in season 3? Lloyd has to give up his golden powers. Sensei Wu is kidnapped and turned evil. The Overlord is on the internet now. Um, Technology isn't safe anymore. Uh, Pixel is a character. It's Zane's love interest. So that's cool. There's a whole thing about we are compatible. And then, uh, Zane dies. And then what happens literally like one episode after that in the beginning of season 4? Zane's not dead. And instead of being the white ninja, he is now the titanium ninja. It's cuz no. Season 4 was better than season 3. Season 4. Okay. So I have told you how I think after season 2 they just didn't want to keep going, so they just made things more and more outrageous until the story just didn't make sense. But the way that they made it so that everything wrapped together made it a good story. So like uh oh, this random guy from Garmadon's past, Chen, is exiled on an island and he owns the largest noodle company. Sure, that makes sense, I guess. Um, he wants to host a tournament, a fighting tournament of elemental masters. Makes sense that there's more than just 4 elemental masters around the world. Yeah, that's fair. So like instead of just having ice, lightning, fire, earth, we now have like metal and light, and there's one girl is Amber, but like the power of Amber is just like anyone she touches, she can take their power. No, it's not. I don't even remember her name. But oh, big plot twist later on. She's Chen's daughter. Oh, d- yo, she's been playing both sides. She's the spy. Um, then there's a whole like prison break thing, but they've had their powers stolen by Chen's weird staff thing, and then there's and then Chen is like, haha, I need all the elements so that I can turn myself and all of my soldiers into Anachondri and bring back the Serpentine Wars. Right? The Serpentine Wars were going to end. The Serpentine wanted peace, the humans wanted peace. But then Chen told the humans, the Serpentine are going to betray you. And Chen told the Serpentine, the humans are going to betray you. It's crazy. But that's so much better than, oh no, the Overlord is on the internet, right? Like, comparatively, that is the weakest season. And then, what do we get after that? Also, they get elemental dragons because Chen succeeds and they're like, oh no, we're stuck on the island. And then they're like, what if we focus our elements? And then they make dragons out of them. But, uh, yeah. By the way, Chen uses his own daughter instead of the crystal on his staff because his own daughter has all the elements in her. They broke the crystal on the staff so that he couldn't do the spell, and then he was like, wait a minute, I'll just use my daughter! Yo! Right? It's so crazy to think. And then, Chen and all of his soldiers are banished to the spirit world, or to the cursed dimension, or whatever, by the spirits of the Anachondride generals, who were banished in the Serpentine Wars by Garmadon. But in exchange for bringing them back to end this war, he had to sacrifice himself and take their place in the Cursed Realm. So Garmadon is dead. There is no coming back alive from the Cursed Realm. The cursed realm is basically the afterlife. It's crazy. So Garmadon says his goodbyes to his son, and Lloyd is like, "No, I won't accept this." And then he comes back. I think it's literally like 3 minutes later, and he's like, "Dad, I'm sorry. I love you." And then his dad's like, "Haha, see ya," and dies. And then the war ends. The Chen's daughter is like, "Well, wish I could stick around and kiss you, Kai, but sorry, I've got a noodle company to run." And then she goes and runs her father's noodle company. Uh, I think that's like the third to last we see of her. And then that's the end of that season. That's so much better than before. And then after that, turns out Sensei Wu had another student before the ninja. His name was Moro. Moro controls wind. Moro came out of the cursed dimension, which means he is a ghost. Moro, the first thing he does when he's back in this realm is he he possesses a night security guard at the museum. He's actually like the first really intelligent villain we've come across. Like the Overlord is smart and all, but Moro is cunning. Um, so yeah, he shows up and he's like, "Oh no, Lloyd, help. There's been a he calls Lloyd. He's like, "Help. There's been a break-in at the museum. I need your help." Lloyd shows up. He runs into the back room with him and then he jumps Lloyd and possesses him. Because Lloyd is out of the mix, that means all of the elements of the other four stop working. He's like the linchpin that holds their elements in, I don't know. But him being possessed means that they don't have any elements. So Moro attacks them and he's like, "Haha, you're Sensei Wu's new students. You're weak, that's what you are." And then they're like, so he attacks Sensei Wu and he's like, "Give me your father's staff." And Wu is like, "No." And then Moro's like, "Yeah." And then it turns out when the staff rolls out in some dust, there was a map hidden inside of the staff, but not inside of it. If you rolled it out onto some parchment or on the ground or something, you would see the map because it like rolls out. It's hard to explain. It's crazy. So then giant there's this giant quest where Sensei Wu is like, "After my father's death, I searched for years to find his final resting place, the tomb of the first Spinjitzu master, but I never could. This staff was left to me to help find it, but it never helped until now." So the season becomes a race to find the tomb of the first Spinjitzu master. First, they have to get air jitsu, and in doing that, Cole becomes a ghost. Um, there's a whole thing about just as iron sharpens iron, brother sharpens brother. Um, then they have to hike up the tallest mountain in the world to reach another dimension through the eye of a hurricane. And once they get through there, they um Moro gets a sword which shows you the enemy's next attack. So like it literally shows you what's going to happen. You can see every single attack your enemy is going to throw at you, and you can dodge it all perfectly. It's crazy. And then after that, they are like, oh, this must be the next location of, or this must be the location of the tomb. Let's go there. And it turns out it was a trap by Moro. That's where Moro died. And they're like, ah, fuck. And then volcano explodes, and then they go to the tomb, and there's this thing called the actual tomb. There's this thing called the realm crystal, which can make you travel between dimensions. And Moro's gonna use it to bring his boss, the Preeminent, down. Uh, his boss is called the Preeminent, but it's literally the cursed dimension. It is the cursed dimension inside of a giant tentacle monster. Kind of looks like a butthole. Like, Ninjago is crazy. People don't believe me when I say Ninjago is crazy, but like, it's crazy. Oh, and then they fight the Preeminent, turns out. You know what a ghost's biggest weakness is? Water. Guess what? I don't know if you watched much Ninjago. They did actually. 'Cause yeah, they were like they were like, Nia, you know that Kai is your brother, and he's the fire ninja, right? Well, we have something to tell you about your parents. And Nia's like, I already know. My dad was the first, or my dad was the last elemental master of fire. It's pretty easy to deduce. And then they're like, yeah, but did you know that your mom was the master of water? And she's like, no, I didn't actually. And they're like, haha, idiot. So then they're like, you have to start your training. First we have to find out your biggest flaw, your weakness. So, um, they start doing that. And, her biggest flaw is failure. So, like, she doesn't want to feel like a failure, which is like, I get that. Uh, she goes with Jay. Okay, that happens in the season, either one or two seasons after the season I was just talking about. Um, so that's a season that never happened. No, it's the season after, right? Um, so it starts with like, oh no, the one of the bad guys from 2 seasons ago was seen in this village. We gotta get him. So then they're all like, ah, yes, honey. And then, uh, yeah. So then they go there, but on the way there, they have to stop at like a Make-A-Wish kid thing, and Kai leaks their information to the media, and when he does that, it's like now everyone knows where they are, and the amount of fangirls there will not be able to get out of the building. So then, uh, it all starts with like Jay saying, "Nia, take my hand," and her saying, "Haha, no. Why would I? Why would I take your hand? It's not like I like you or anything." That kind of thing. So this is the center, right? This area is the center, right? I am gonna make a giant beacon. Wait. I have a better idea. Okay. So the corners are gonna be netherite. And then uh maybe diamond or emerald, whatever you're feeling for like the outside around the corners. So like the corners are netherite and then the areas in between the yeah, in between the netherite will be what's it called? You didn't. Oh, right? Oh, yeah. It's crazy how the mini boss is harder than the boss of the game. The wither. I would say he's I would say he's a mini boss. He's not the final boss of the he shouldn't be as strong as the final boss of the game. He's actually stronger. I have more death way stronger. It's crazy. Wither roses do be looking nice though. Okay, I was gonna say, how much flexing do you need to do to make another beacon? Fly up here, fly up here for a sec. Up. Uh, in between the netherite, diamond or emerald? What are you feeling? Mm. The one that I'm not using is going to be put in the middle. So like emerald in the center, those are beacons. Oh man, it's been so long. It's so, I, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say gold is underutilized, but then again, first of all, we've got the new Nether update. Mm. Oh my god, that's the reason they took him out. Getting 9 netherite blocks is gonna suck. Oh my, oh my god. Yeah, that's, ugh, that's so much. Yeah, but you knew what you were getting yourself into. Have you um have you ever heard of 2B2T? Yeah. The Nether highways? Okay, he was talking about how they might add in the he might add in 1.14. 1.14? No, 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 no. The most recent update. 16, 1.16. Because the last 3 updates have added in like they've sped up the game, made it easier to run, including 1.16. So like that's the main problem with 2B2T. Um that server is so hard to run just to like keep active. Yeah. Plus it's a 24/7 server. It's uh almost never down for whatever. But like it's crazy. Imagine like how much of the Nether has been explored in 2B2T. Probably majority of it. And then they're talking about adding in would that okay, if the entire Nether has been discovered, nothing would change, right? Because it only changes the world is not infinite, as you know. It goes to I think 99,999. It could be off by a few blocks though. A few thousand. Well, he wouldn't because um there's nether highways and messing with the nether highways. Actually, have you heard of the griefers of the nether highway recently? For the past few months, they've been using a plugin to basically it places down 10 blocks of obsidian at the same time, blocking off a large chunk of the nether highway. And this looks really cool. And yeah, they place down 10 blocks every second. The nether highway, um it's like a group of people who are committed to keeping the nether highway functional and stuff. They can remove about if they have haste a haste beacon, which they normally do if there's a squad of them, they can remove about 1 block per second. It's just, you know, yeah, in the nether. So like nether highways are getting fucked. Alright. We could, but then that would only be one beam shooting into the sky, which is why I decided to go with 9 beacons. Good point. Sure. Don't destroy everything, just the beacons. Because then it would add like a stepped look, you know? I'm just gonna get all the different materials. Dime. Oh no, they. Why did I never know? Always thought it was diamond block. Diamond. Diamond block, netherite block, but no, it's block of. I'm kind of stupid, not gonna lie. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Okay, so, huh, we could. Wait, wait, I'm getting a vision. Okay, okay. So picture this. As it gets taller, envision it. It's getting like higher layer by layer. And like, as that happens, it's also like, you feel me? That's off center, but like, so as it gets higher, they sort of encroach on each other. So like for example, this would be like this. Um and this would be like this. Man, this is a lot of work. I say as I look up at the giant cubes around me. Man, this is a lot of work having to actually think about what you're doing. So like Like that. Like that? No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Because there has to be a center block. So it has to be an odd number. So it has to be that. Yes, I did go to engineering school. Yes, of course I know what I'm doing. Uh, okay, so I'm trying to see how that would work. Just doing? Being an artist is so hard these days. Alright, so I'm gonna just build to see how tall this is going to be when it's done. Alright. I have the week off of work, so I can stay up however late I want. Because I don't actually, I go to work at 4:30, or I go to work at 4, which means I need to like get ready at what, 3:30 if I'm feeling lazy. Okay, so that's it at its maximum height. So that is where our beacon will go. All right. Ooh, that's a thought. Okay, okay. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You're gonna get on and like, I don't know how long it's gonna be until we play this next, but you're gonna get on it and this is gonna be like a fully completed design with like, I don't know, a spiral or something, and you're gonna be like, yo, what the? I have a plan. I'm envisioning it right now, putting it into motion, putting it into work. I am an artist and my medium is Minecraft and MS Paint. Alright, alright, alright. Just let me envision this for a sec. I'm trying to make it like an ode to ore. Or not ore, but like materials. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have wasted your time putting down gold. Alright, how does that look? And this corner will be I don't think that looks too bad. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, beacon's gonna activate in a little bit. Don't be worried. You will see a large rectangle. That's just how it looks now. It's gonna change. Miss Davis told my class there's always going to be that one time in every art project where you will think, wow, this looks horrible. And that's because it will. But it'll get better. Man, for some reason, every time I think of Miss Davis, I think of Miss Miss Colony of Ants. Your mic cut out, so I didn't hear what you said. You did not tell me. I didn't hear anything. Your mic is cutting out. I just heard can now. I heard that whole laugh. Progress. Um, yeah. Hello. Yes. Yeah. I know the fish pick. I know the fish pick. You can't get mad at a good insult. You can get mad at a bad insult, but like, yeah, they're just trying to grind. Did I ever tell you about the time, I think it was our midterm, how I played an extreme sport? Okay, so we roll up to the midterm, and you know how it's like an hour and a half per midterm? So you have like 45 minutes per half. Don't lock me in here. Um, yeah. I didn't get much sleep the night before. No real reason. Just watching YouTube or something. I don't know. But um I slept through the first half of that midterm. Like straight through it. Yeah, I didn't do any prep for that. Um yeah, but I show up to the midterm and I'm like, yeah, I'm sleepy. So then I just slept through half of it. And then I woke up and I couldn't see out of my left eye. And then I uh I was like, fuck, I gotta write. So then I started writing and I finished with the bell and then I got like the third highest score in the class or something. Alright, so how am I gonna structure this with the diamond? This blah blah blah, life of an artist. Oh. Hey guys, Devox here. Back at it again with another vlog. Okay, so if I want it to be like that, then I'm gonna have to do that. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments. Wait, did I do it wrong? I did do it wrong. Okay, never mind. I am. I'm such an idiot. Honestly. It's a miracle I've gotten this far. And it's all due to DJ Range not failing me. It's all due to DJ Range not failing me in my year 1 French class. Me getting called up to his desk. Him, you need to do this work. Me, okay, I'll get it done. Him, okay, I'll give you an 86. Uh, like, he really came in clutch there. Oh, you were a good teacher. Thank you. Okay, but he tried so hard. But you can't teach those who aren't willing to learn, right? I feel like I'm gonna have like an Iron Giant moment while working on this, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh no, that's bad." Wait. Actually, you know, I'd be like, "Oh no, that looks horrible." Then I'm gonna look at it again and say, "Huh, right?" Like right now, I don't think it looks that good, but then again, an artist never thinks that their work looks good. Okay, what artist have you met that looks at their work and they're like, "This is amazing." All of the artists all of the artists I know look at their art and they're like, "This is horrible. I hate this. I'm such a bad artist." No, I'm thinking of I don't know, I have a few friends at art school. Yeah, the worst critic is yourself, right? Alright. I just want to make sure that this doesn't, like, come out looking bad. Because that's, like, you go through all of the effort of doing all of this, and then it looks bad, and you're just like, oh. Oi, bruv. Now you've got to get the TNT cannon, yeah? The unlicensed TNT cannon. Because I don't got a license from a TNT cannon. That's what I'm kind of just going as I go. Okay, so I'm kind of just like, you know, I'm winging it. I mean, yeah, but I don't want mobs spawning in there and stuff. Thank you. You're actually making it look good. Like that was one block and I was just like, yeah, that looks right. All right. So that, that. You know, we have like 0 people watching, but I think it would be nice if someone fell asleep watching the stream because like I only stream late night because then no one else is using the internet. So, I get those fast stream rates. And okay, what am I doing? No, 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 yes, no, no. Looking. I like how it's looking. All right. I'm gonna start on the corner and try not to mess it up. I don't know. I, I've been thinking a lot recently because I wash dishes. Not a very thought-provoking job. Um, yeah, I have a lot of time to just sit and think, and I I had like 2 thoughts the other day. 2 major thoughts in my head. One, Jimmy Neutron is guilty of tax evasion at least. Okay, he has a giant underground lab. There's no way his dad, because I don't think his mom works, there's no way his dad alone makes enough money to pay for the taxes, the electrical bill. There's no way. There's just no way. I mean, Jimmy Neutron is the most wanted man alive. All right, what am I doing here? Something. Um, yeah, I was just thinking that, and I was thinking, I think my biggest fear is inadequacy. I don't want to feel inadequate. And those were my two major thoughts of the night. You know, just an average night. It's just like, it's so weird, right? Just to think those two specific things. It's just odd. Odd bloke, yeah? British people see Bigfoot and be like, odd looking bloke, yeah? Quite the odd looking fellow. Me realizing now that I've sworn on YouTube, I can kiss goodbye any monetization that this video would get. Me realizing I wasn't getting any money anyway. Your mic is cutting out. It's yeah, it's always at the worst time, like when you're gonna say the punchline of your joke or something, and then it's just like, haha, see ya. Yes. Self-aware British people. There's no way of knowing. Alright, is that the same? I think that's the same. Is that the same? No, it's not the same. There's different shading. I messed something up. Is that supposed to be like that? Okay, so that's two and then one, two, and then one, two. Uh, true. I would be 100% fine with like the netherite being a bit bulkier than the diamond. So like, for example, the diamond has like, see how it's like, it's got a corner? It's got like a rounded edge sort of, whereas the netherite is more blocky. Netherite what? How? How are you making like a normal size, like a little boy beacon? Ugh. Okay, but is it like a big beacon or like a little baby man? Oh, can you imagine? That's 48 hours for just like the outside. Can you imagine doing the inside? How long would that take? How many hours? Oh, you should see the grind for Destiny 2. I don't know if you've ever played Destiny, but like, how far did you get into it? So like, I'm a big fan of Destiny. Not the biggest, no, but I am a big fan. I know all the I know all the lore. I know like all of the lore. Um, like you ask me, "Oh, the Hive, they're pretty cool. How did that start?" Well, you see, on a distant planet, this one royal family was chilling, and then their dad was murdered, and then they were like, "Ah, fuck." And then they ran, and then they found this worm under the ocean after they fixed a spaceship. It was really weird. It's it's just like, you know, but um yeah, the game was okay until The Taken King, which is the third DLC for the first game. Then it was like, oh yeah. So with Destiny and Destiny 2, Bungie basically revamped the entire game. They remade it essentially with their third DLC. Um so like they added in Oryx, the Taken King. Um we killed his son, Crota, who was like the prince of the hive. Um, the thing about Oryx is he doesn't just control the hive. He has the ability to take, which means he goes to any old enemy and just says, "Haha, what if you worked for me?" And then he goes and then transforms them. And then now they work for him. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where. He took a dragon. We didn't fight it until like Destiny 2, but he took a dragon. This isn't like a little namby-pamby baby dragon either. This is like a huge consuming city-sized dragon. And he's just like, "Hey, you're in my army now, congrats." Like, it's crazy. Um, yeah. And then there was Rise of Iron, which, oh, it's, it's got the best soundtrack of any of the Destiny DLC, any like the original Destiny soundtrack or Destiny 2 soundtrack, it's okay, but the Rise of Iron soundtrack, if you're into like I don't know, I don't know if you're into metal or anything, but it's at least hard rock. So like I don't know. I'm gonna send you a link real quick, just over uh Destiny Rise of Iron. I'm just gonna send you a quick link. So this is from one of the raids. Raids are like 2-hour encounters. You go in, beat 3 or 4 bosses, and then you beat the big boss, and then you leave. Um, yeah. So that's the music. I sent it to you on Instagram. That's the music for the encounter. And the second link I sent you is the actual encounter. Just give those a watch and a listen at any point. it's it's good in my opinion. It's the introduction to that encounter is so like if you know what you're doing, it's whatever, but if you don't, you're like, "Oh shit." Because you enter the area and then you turn around and then this giant machine is just like moving towards you with turrets and giant arms smashing down on the rail and you're just like, "Oh shit. I gotta get out of here." I've recently, or I say recently, last year, beat that raid for the first time. It was so much fun. There's a few different types of people in the Destiny 1 raiding community. So like one of the kinds of people is um there's squeakers and like basically little kids who are just like, "Ha! I'm here doing a raid." And nobody likes them. But they also don't know what they're doing and they can't follow instructions for the life of them. Um then there's the stoners. They typically know what they're doing and have quite a bit of patience, but sometimes they're prone to just like getting emotional or something, or someone says an off comment and they won't say anything and they'll just leave. But like then you've got your veteran players, which are people who have, they did the raid when it came out and they've been active in the game since then. They never left the game, always loved the game. The real ones. And then you have people like me, I played it. I enjoyed the game. I revisit it from time to time. I didn't play the raids when they came out because I didn't play enough to get high enough level or good enough gear. But yeah, it's it's almost all good people on Destiny 1 now. Well, the few that are still there. I was queuing for a Crucible match. The Crucible is just the PvP. It took me like 15 minutes to find one game. And, it's a dead game, so I expected that, but god damn. Did I do that right? Uh, okay, so the bottom three are connected. So, and I'm trying to like compare them like this. And now that's equal on both sides. And that's it. That's a completed pyramid. Yo, why did my screen go into touchscreen mode for a sec? I don't even have touchscreen enabled. Alright. Well, that was a fun project. Your mic is cutting out. I just heard you have people. Your mic cut out again. You know, I hate to say it, but it's kind of funny when it's comedic timing like that. Like, I I can't. I I can't. Oh, oh, I think it's lag because I just heard you can't. Oh, your your voice sounded like it had gone through a fan and a microwave at the same time. I heard audio. Hello there. Oh my god, it's doing it again. I can't believe this. This is so stupid. Yes. Type it in chat. uh, uh, I hear no audio. That's, uh. Oh. Alright. Peanut Nutter. Hello there. Peanut Nutter. My sister ordered nut butter off the internet. So like she ordered like a hazelnut butter or something weird. Want to know a fun fact about Nutella? Nutella was invented in I want to say World War II, but it could be World War One, when they were trying to cut down on the cost of uh making chocolate, so they decided to add less chocolate to chocolate. But in doing that, they needed to fill the void with something, so they added hazelnut, and it sort of went really well, and that's how we got Nutella. It's just a it's just a more you know kind of fact. I didn't hear most of that. Honestly, I'm just trying to anticipate what you would say if you were talking at some points. It's weird because, like, you'll get like 5 or 10 minutes where it's perfect, crystal clear audio, and then you'll get like an hour of perfect, crystal clear audio, and then you'll get like 20 minutes where it's just cutting out constantly. It's so weird. Sorry, I didn't catch that. I just heard mo mo. Huh. Oh, that was I was experimenting with redstone, trying to figure things out on my own without like using a guide or like this is what this does in redstone. This is what this does in redstone. Yeah, like we were doing that 10-year anniversary thing. Yeah. Hey, quick question. Do you want to see an AFK fish farm? No. That's a fish cannon. Okay, if I remember how to do this correctly. Uh, no. Uh, no, I don't need one of those. Do I? Alright. I'm just gonna like I'm trying to remind myself what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So like that's not how it works. Um right, warped fungus on a stick. Forgot that was a thing for a sec. What's that? Yes, I was just watching a few of his videos earlier. Those are the videos I was watching. The uh the finale videos were what I was watching. The ones where he's like running from the three guys and then he's like, okay, so now I'm gonna jump off. The most impressive thing he's done so far. There's two things that I think are equally impressive. One, jumping off the giant tower, leaving them stunned for a moment onto the horse. And another, which I think is from the same episode, if not the one before. No, jumping off the side of the end and then using an ender pearl to teleport behind and knocking him off. That was crazy. That was insane. What? Huh? He jumped off. Omae wa mou shinderu. Nani? That was crazy. Alright, so this needs to be like this. This needs to be like yeah. Mm. Yeah. No horseplay allowed. Um, that's that's a half slab. Oh, I'm gonna have to use something other than what I'm using for a half slab. That stinks. You ever be using a material and then have to use like a half slab or a trapdoor or something, and you have to switch to a different material because it just does not exist for what you need it to exist for. That's the worst. Alright, so. Oh, I forgot they added dark prismarine slabs. We're good. They did. Yeah, they have slabs for like everything now, like smooth stone, cobble, mossy cobble, oak, wood, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, dark, stone brick, mossy stone brick, sandstone, cut sandstone, smooth sandstone, red sandstone, cut red sandstone, smooth red sandstone, granite, polished granite, dorite, polished dorite, andesite, polished andesite, bricks, nether bricks, red nether brick, endstone brick, quartz, smooth quartz, purpur, prismarine, dark prismarine, prismarine bricks, crimson, warped, blackstone, polished blackstone, and polished blackstone brick. Those are all the different kinds of slabs. That's pretty nice, though. Yeah. Alright, so back there, there's a. I'm trying to like. I'm not using a guide for making it. I'm watching this guy's video where he did it. Uh. I hit the wrong thing. Oh, water. For a second, I forgot that there were water breathing potions, so it was just like, huh, that's a splash potion of water. Oh, hey, that is a splash water bottle. Haha, so look at that. Didn't actually knew that existed. Right? Okay, so I know that that has to be like that. I think it has to be like. I I don't know what you're saying. I wish I did. Alright, so that goes there, and then that goes there. I'm literally just like eyeballing it. Like, yeah, that looks about right. I used a comparator when I needed to use a repeater. Alright, I don't think we get a top view of this. So it's hard to like. He doesn't actually show us what the top of it looks like. He's showing it off, but and it doesn't even like fly over to it. He cuts to it. It's an interesting design. So basically the main premise is um you cast your fishing rod over here and the tripwire activates a trapdoor, and that trapdoor, because of the redstone repeaters, it's continuously activating the tripwire, which activates the trapdoor, and it's also activating a music block. And because of all that, it's constantly repeating the cycle of you casting your fishing rod without actually using your fishing rod's durability. And then yeah. And then it you just sit there and it fishes like automatic, but it's an AFK. I'm watching from the top. I'm gonna be standing on it. I fell. I'm up. I'm up. I'm trying to like. Oh, I see them falling down. Oh, okay. So you don't see it because it's like you can only see so far off of a block without shifting, and if you shift, you start going down. So yeah. Yeah, but I think this places them down faster because you can hear the sound effect going faster. It's actually a pretty nice rhythm. It's a when are you gonna get your license? You should get your license. Because then I can drive somewhere and you can drive somewhere and we can meet up and it'll be cool. The average watch time just went up, which means someone's watching the stream. I didn't even see like 3 or 4 hours ago, Matt commented, "It's Omega Cube time." No. Yeah, Carl. Carl Weezer. I don't mean to do him dirty or anything, but it's a pretty accurate description. No offense or anything, it's just fact. What? Had no idea. I don't talk to him. I all right. Yeah. I don't talk to him. I only talk to like two of his friends that were here, maybe three. Did I tell you about his last words to me? Um, when he heard that I was going to be moving back to Seymour High, he said, I'm sorry, my friends are going to be mean to you there. And I said, that's alright. Because, we hang out, or we hung out in, like, chess club. We were friends. We would talk over, like, a game of chess, get to know each other. Oh, and then, you know, if you and another person find something that you can agree over or bond over, you will most likely bond over that in some form. Right. I guess that makes sense. We can agree to disagree. I mean, if I disagree with you and you agree with yourself, I really don't even know what I'm saying. I'm I'm gonna be like watching through this VOD tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, what was I doing? What in the Sam hell was I saying? Your mic is. Please don't. Apparently, you can say zit zoop. I just realized that we got like a whole cube done. Cause there's like half of the new cube, and then we finished the first half of this cube that with the second half of this cube here. Plus we got that done today. We've done quite a bit. Right? Like we've been putting in work. God, imagine if this was a realm. Imagine imagine if I had a bank account to put money into a realm. Um Honestly, my cut this week that I'm not putting into savings was $40 and a realm is like $8 a month. So like I feasibly could. I might actually. You know? I might start a realm. Wait, no, you can't join Xbox realms and I can't join PS4 realms. I'm on PC anyway. And nobody except Switches can join Switch realms. Which is kinda whack, but whatever. I just realized I probably shouldn't be up till like 4 a.m. 2 a.m. is gonna be my cutoff time. I'm giving this stream another half hour. I have like plans tomorrow. Like my friend might come over to swim in my pool because he doesn't have power and he's starting to smell. Um, no, because we have to have the whole group together to do that. We can't do that with quarantine. Um, it's a group activity. Um, I also have to like go down to the bank tomorrow. You know. Okay, you know what's stupid? So, this week was my first week working this job. My first day was Tuesday. You remember what Tuesday was like? A tropical storm on my first day of work. And you know what that means? Tropical storm happens, people lose power. People lose power, they can't cook dinner. They can't cook dinner, they say, screw it, we'll get pizza. I work at a pizza place. I wash the dishes at a pizza place. No, but do you know how many dishes they make just by making like pizzas and calzones and someone orders a calzone, it's 3 dishes. Like, god damn. People need to order more calzones and less pizzas though, because like a calzone or a grinder or something that's on a rectangular pan. Rectangles are so easy to oh, they're so easy to clean. You literally you get the pan, you scrub down one side, you flip it over, you scrub down the other side, then you hit it with some water and you're done. You just have to dry it and put it where it belongs. But like a pizza pan, you gotta make sure there's no grease. You gotta use so you don't clean the pizza pans, which sounds gross, but it's like have you ever used a cast iron have you ever used like a cast iron skillet or something? So all the grease that's on it, it looks like greasy and nasty. That's all that's like seasoning. You've seasoned the pan. It adds extra flavor to it. So that's kind of what like the pizza pans are like. So you just wipe down all the grease and nastiness on them, and then you make sure they're clean front, back, on the side, and then you put them in the pile. I can finish a whole stack of rectangular trays in like a minute. Maybe 2 or 3. The pizza trays, though, first of all, a lot of them are pretty hot because they just like take them out of the oven, throw them in a box, and that heat just collects there. Second of all, the amount of grease will go from there's no grease on this pan to it it's moving. You can see the grease moving on the pan. Like there's fluid on this pan. It's just it's so much easier when you get like rectangular pans. It's so much easier. You just bam, 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 done. Instead of going through all that hassle. That's not good. That's not good. That is not Gen 5 music. Otherwise known as very good. In fact, I'm gonna put some on in the background just because I wanna. Uh, just just some Gen 5 music. Um, let's see if I hear it. I should hear it, but I don't think it'll appear on stream. If it does, uh, that's not good. I don't know. I don't think it's. That is so loud. That's gotta get turned down. Um, is this guy actually like reviewing the music? Okay, he is. You know, I don't need music. Who needs Gen 5 music when you have Minecraft music? Yo, all my homies listen to Chirp. Have you heard the okay, of course you've heard it, but like when I first heard the music for the Piglins, let me tell you, that's nice. I was so happy. I was like, that's nice. Yeah. Mm. God, I love the Minecraft music redesign. Uh, quick question. What's this? I'm not gonna destroy it or anything. I'm just curious. Just a little I don't know, bubble wand in the distance. I didn't catch that. I heard trying it. Oh. Um, do you the tutorial maps for like when they first released the Elytra was I think my favorite tutorial map because it had like rings and stuff that you could fly through. Oh, they were made of like yeah. I don't know. I miss tutorial worlds. The original tutorial world. Um, so there some of the like best ones are the original one and the one with Stampy's house. Oh, I never had a PS Vita because I wasn't cool. I didn't have a PSP either. I had a PSP Go. Imagine like a PSP, but the size of a PS Vita, but it doesn't have touchscreen. It slides up like a what's the phone brand? BlackBerry? Like a good old BlackBerry phone. It's it's a piece of art, I'll tell you. It's a it's it's a real piece of it's a piece of work, you know? But hey, I could play Ratchet and Clank on it and I could play Lego games on it, so I was happy. Gets the job done. It was something to do at softball tournaments besides sit around, have a brick get thrown at my head. You know, funny story about having a brick thrown at my head during a softball tournament. Uh, yeah, it happened. This girl and I were having a catch, and we couldn't find a ball at a softball tournament. Just let that sink in for a moment. So we found a brick that was roughly ball sized on the ground, and we were like, oh, hey, look. Well, let's have a catch. She didn't miss my head. Still, yes, I still actually have a, if you feel, I have a, tiny little lump on my head. Yeah, yeah. Oh, just kid things, just, you know, things that happen growing up. Okay, you're getting the good creative music. Yeah, I do. But it's the good kind, it's the like dun 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 dun. I'm getting like the dun 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 dun. You know, the piano, which is nice and all, but like, mm, I don't know. I guess it's just preference. Oh, I did not. I heard what is your favorite Minecraft? Music disc? Cat. It's either cat or chirp. Alright, the last thing I heard was I like Bro, you being serious on your Yeezys, bro? Bro, on your Yeezys? Mmm, Ward. Mm, it is. Alright, let me show you some good music discs. Come here. Okay, here's some good ones. Pig step. Did you know that? Uh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I want to test this theory. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put that there. Put that there. Yeah. Go away. I'm testing a theory. They don't. The theory has been tested. That's why this world was invented, for testing theories and experimenting. I just you can the way you get I think you get it out of like chests and stuff. No, there's just 11. Okay. So there's 13 cat blocks ward strad stall melohi mall far chirp 11 wait and pig step. Like the C418. Let me let me look at the wiki. 11 Minecraft. Uh, a music disc is an item you cannot make with a crafting table. Instead, you need to find a guy's item in the game. Most commonly can find is just in a dungeon. Creeper will drop a music disc if it was killed by a skeleton. Minecraft creepypasta wiki. I'm looking at the Minecraft wiki. Alright, 11. A deeply unsettling disc. The record seems to be of a person running across or maybe breaking different block types, and later on stopping to use equipment of some kind, coughing, and then continuing running with a hastened pace. The block sounds similar to that of dirt and stone. The person is struggling, and haunting background noises are. It just moved. Are heard near the end before abruptly stopping. One can hear a hissing noise akin to what would be expected at the end of an older shellac record of this point. And it doesn't say anything else. Let me look at the thing. In 1.4.3, the Music Disc 11 is now available in survival. It is dropped by creepers in the same way as the other discs. The texture was changed twice. Weird. It's the Legacy Console Edition where it was changed. Which disc is that? Now that right there is a classic. It's been so long since I heard this song. Didn't even remember what it was. It's just atmosphere. It's not a song. Now what about this? Underrated. You know it's not underrated? Chirp. Your lights are spreading out. Don't mind me. By the way, someone actually found this picture. Someone found this picture in real life. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta say, I think I prefer cat to chirp. Isn't cat the do 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 do? Which one is? Which one am I thinking of? Not chirp. Maybe far or mall. Not far. Not mall. I will play Strad for now because it's nice. But like, what is the song? That's like do 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 do. Is it wait? It's not. Is it blocks? I don't hear it. Oh, yes, I do. It's just quiet. Why can't... Oh my god. Oh, oh. I just came upon a locked memory. You ever have those? It's just like a memory that you don't remember existing. Um, I I was watching Sky Does Minecraft play like it was I think Sky Does Minecraft. It could have been another Minecraft YouTuber playing a it was like a romance map. And the whole point was that you were supposed to romance everyone in the city. And you know, everyone was an NPC, so it's whatever, and everyone had their own dialogue, but like wild. Absolutely crazy. Alright, it's 2 o'clock, which means my time has come. Yeah, Devil's getting off. Well, I hope to see all of you lovely folks who stopped in at some other time. I'll see you